Hello everyone, my name is Jason Alvarado and I'm an illusionist. I get to travel the nation and the world with a motivational magic show called Dream the Impossible. I love to challenge young people and adults alike to dream the impossible dreams. Don't let anyone tell you that if you work hard enough, your dream can't come true. Kind of in life, you know, we're always kind of categorizing things, right? We're kind of making decisions and making judgments and maybe not trying to be mean, but even statistically, we kind of look at things and we kind of perceive things through the lens of science and culture. And here's what I mean, like sometimes we hear statistics say that if the color of your skin isn't this color, you might not be able to do that. Or if you come from a family that doesn't have this much money, you might not be able to do this. And I know those statistics seem kind of mean sometimes, but sometimes when we hear them, we start to believe them. And when we start believing in those things, we might not ever try to go after our dreams. And my challenge to young people and everyone I can meet is that you can dream the impossible dream. Never let anybody tell you that your dream's dumb or that your dream can't come true. Dream something impossible. Kind of when we're thinking about that, I'm reminded of the story I heard about this dad. He would always travel for business, and whenever he would kiss his wife goodbye and hug his two sons, he always promised, when I come home, I'm going to bring you a toy. And so he'd go away on business, and he traveled a lot, so every single time he would go anywhere, he'd always make sure to get one toy for his sons, and he'd bring it home and give it to them. Well, this dad goes away and brings home a toy kind of like this, and you've seen this before. It's called like the helicopter. There's all kinds of names for it, but you remember this when you were little, and you kind of push your hands together like this, and it would spin, it would kind of fly through the air. Well, anyways, this dad, he goes on this trip and he gets this toy. It was brand new actually at the time, and he brings it home to his two sons, and he hands it to them, and his two boys kind of are looking at it, and the dad showed him one time how to do it, and instantly the two sons, two boys, the brothers, they were hooked. And literally it became their most favorite toy of all time. They would come home from school, they'd throw down their books, they'd pick up this toy, and they'd go outside and play with it, literally till the sun will come down. Well, anyways, as these two brothers grew up and kind of went through life, went to school, they opened up a bike shop. And one day they're sitting down and they're thinking about life and thinking about their childhood, and they remembered this toy. And they started saying to each other, wouldn't it be cool if we built something that could fly? Wouldn't that be neat? And they started to experiment and they started to dream. And a lot of you are probably getting ahead of me. I'm talking about the Wright brothers who invented the airplane. They started thinking it'd be cool or it'd be awesome if we could make something that we could fly around with. And as they were trying to do that, and as they were trying to accomplish this seemingly impossible task, there were a lot of people who kind of categorize things and kind of make judgment calls and scientifically evaluate things, sociologically evaluate things. And they told the Wright brothers that their dream was foolish. They said that's impossible. In fact, one man said, one brilliant scientist said, heavier things than air will never fly. And what I love about the Wright brothers is they had this incredible dream, and they didn't listen to the opposition. They dreamed the impossible. So never let anyone tell you what you can or cannot do. You can dream the impossible. You see, we all have dreams. We all have things that we can't wait to do or can't wait to become. And there's so many things that are constantly pulling against that dream, pressing against that dream. But I want to challenge adults and young people alike that if you dream the impossible and if you work hard, you can arrive at your most effective version of yourself. Dream the impossible dream. And if you do, you'll accomplish great things in your life. In a moment, you're going to get to see a couple clips from one of my shows at a high school in the Orlando, Florida area. Hope you enjoy it.
All right, put your hands out like this. Here's what I want you to do. Take your hands like this, put them thumbs down. You guys are doing great so far. All right, let's do that again. Like this and like this. All right, do this. Take your hands, lock them tight. Don't let go for the rest of the show. I'm just kidding. Hold tight. We're talking about tricking your mind for a minute. Do me a favor. Try to move your right pinky without thinking about it too hard. It's kind of hard, right? Some of you are like, this is easy, sir. I can do this. It's kind of harder than you think. Hand like this. Try to move your left thumb. Try to move your left thumb. All of you should try this. It's kind of crazy. Here's what we're going to do. All right, on the count of 3, do like me. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Did you get it? You didn't get it? If you're having a good time, put your hands like this. Hold on. It's embarrassing. Yeah, hold on. See, I brought a friend with me to the show. Yeah, I brought a friend of mine. His name's Goldie Hawn. None of you will get that reference. Maybe the adults will. I've got a jumbo deck of cards. Let's step to the front of the stage. I've got a jumbo deck of cards just right here. I know some of you are like, I can't see that because I don't have my binoculars. And I would tell you, sir, I'm sorry you didn't bring your binoculars, but we're going to move on. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to mix up these cards and confirm just by nodding real dramatically. All the cards are different, right? It is an ordinary giant deck of cards. I want you to give them a mix up, a shuffle. Every day you're shuffling. There you go. Shuffle the cards up. Shuffle the... Dude, you're good at this. Wow, do you gamble? All right, thank God. All right, here we go. Do me a favor. I'm going to run my thumb down the side of the deck. We can lower the music down just a little bit. I'm going to run my thumb down the side of the deck. Say stop whenever you want. All right, let me ask you a question. Are you 100% sure you want that card? Are you sure? You can change your mind. You want the mind you got? Excellent. Slide that card. You can change your mind. You sure you still want it? Are you sure? All right, take it. I'm just kidding. Take that card, look at it. I want you to show the audience real quick, and I just want you to try to get an idea, or maybe the color or the shape. Everyone's like, blah, 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 and don't let me hear what it is. What's wrong with you? All right, very good. Has everyone kind of got an idea of what it is? Yes. All right, here we go. Hide it from me. Hide it. Excellent. Put it in the middle of the pack. Put it in the middle of the pack. We're going to close it inside the middle. Is that fair enough? Do me a favor. Take your right hand, your finger, the nice finger. Take your hand like this, and I want you to rub over the front of that. Is that a solid piece of glass? Are there any gaps or holes in there? And it's locked, just like a regular picture frame is at home, right? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of the card that you picked. Hold it in your mind. Don't forget it. For the first time, say out loud what the card was. The black ace. So, ace of spades? Ace of spades. Here we go. Here we go. Watch closely. Do not blink, because it's an illusion show, and if you blink, you might miss something amazing. Here we go. Watch. Here, real quick. Let's try something real quick. Take your finger. I want you to rub over that. What side of the glass is that on? It's on the inside. Real quick, we're going to remove, take it right off the back. I want you to reach in here. Look, the card right here, the ace of spades. Give it up for my volunteer. You did a great job. Julio, every single day in life, you make decisions. Some decisions matter. Some decisions don't matter. But some decisions can mean the difference between life and death. Would you step a little bit over here to the stage? This next part is dangerous. As you've seen in full view of the audience the entire time, I have a bag labeled red, and I have a bag labeled blue. We're going to make a decision, but in order to do it, we're going to do something a little bit different. I have these red cubes. Should I hold these? Excellent. I have these blue cubes. Here's what we're going to do. I want to drop a couple in there. I want you to drop a couple in there. Just a couple. Excellent job. Every decision we make in life sometimes means a lot. Sometimes it doesn't mean that big of a deal. Place the rest of yours in there. Here's what I want you to do. Here we go. Step towards the front of the stage. I want you to stick your hand in there and shake it up as much as you can. It's a simple choice, red or blue. Pull your hand out, show it completely empty. Stand here, face the audience. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to reach in there as fast as you can and grab out one cube. Go now, fast as you can. Excellent. Which one? Blue? Remember, you trusted me, right? Okay. You selected blue. All right. Are you ready? Step over here for a second. We got to lay something out. Grab the curtain. Remember, you volunteered for this. All right, here we go. We're going to lay this down. Lay this down on the floor. Just like that. Blue. Would you do me a favor? That's you. Let me ask you a question. Are you still sure you want blue? Huh? You sure? You can change your mind. Positive? You sure? Some decisions you make in life don't matter. Now, honestly, you had a free choice, right? You could have chosen any color. You still want to go blue. Sad because you could have chosen red. could have chosen red. Here's what would have happened if you would have chosen red. Let me show you something. Sometimes you make decisions in life. Sometimes they don't matter. Don't move. Hopefully. But you made a different choice. Actually, get up for this next one. This next one's dangerous. Step over there. You chose blue. You have to be a young person that decides to make the right choices. You know what? Listen, if you're gambling your life with drugs and alcohol, I'm telling you something. You might end up in a bad situation. If you're gambling your life, pursuing the wrong things, some decisions you make in life don't matter, but some can mean the difference between life and death. I hope that you would, young person, choose to be a leader. I hope that you would choose to realize that you don't have to be like everyone else. Here's the thing. There are some people that walk onto this campus every single day, and whenever they go home, it's probably the saddest situation they've ever experienced. And you know what? I'm challenging you as high school students. The next time you see somebody picking on somebody on the school, why don't you be a man and stand up for them? Why don't you be a leader that says, hey, listen, you don't know what somebody's going through. You don't know what somebody's walking through. You don't know how powerful your words might be. And so here's the thing. I want to challenge you, young person in this room. The next time you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You see, you could be like the crowd and just ignore it. But I'm calling you to be leaders. Leaders step apart from the crowd and say, I'm not going to allow one of my school classmates to walk through that. As I get to travel the nation, I talk to young people all across this place. And I want to tell you something. I meet young people who are making some poor decisions. And they're playing Russian roulette with their life. They're playing Russian roulette with their life. They're pursuing alcohol. They're pursuing drugs. They're pursuing the wrong things. And if they aren't careful, one day something might go wrong. The only way to not die from a drug overdose is to not start doing drugs. The only way to not be killed or not to drive behind the wheel intoxicated is not to get intoxicated. Be careful with the choices that you make. Be a leader. There are so many people who are choosing the wrong things in life, choosing the wrong decisions in life, but I want to challenge you. Choose your life. Choose your life. Because life is worth fighting for. I want to tell you, young person in this room, nothing is irreversible. If you are still breathing, you can change your circumstance. You might not be able to take hold of yesterday, but you can take hold of right now. If you are breathing right now, you can make a choice right now to change the rest of your life. You have to decide to fight for life. I heard a story about a woman. She was at the gas station, and she's pumping up her car with gas. She's pumping up the car with gas, and then all of a sudden, true story, a gentleman runs up from behind her, grabs her by the throat, and slams her on the ground. He grabs the keys out of her hand, jumps in her car, and he starts driving, stealing the lady's car. I think this woman was Puerto Rican because she got up, did that kind of thing, pulled off the sandal. I'm just kidding. She started chasing after the car. True story, running after the car. She jumps in the driver's side window, and she starts slapping this guy. She starts slapping him and scratching and fighting. And all of a sudden, she realized that underneath the front seat of the car was the club. And if you don't know what that is, that's like this big metal bar that goes across the front of the steering wheel. She reaches down. She's like, ah! Bam! Starts beating this guy up, fighting him. At the end of it, the guy gives up. The thug gives up. The car thief gives up. And so he kind of stumbles out of the car. They had to call an ambulance for him, okay? This lady, okay, here's the deal. He gets out of the car. The ambulance comes. Homeboy, broken arm, broken ribs, broken nose, a broken leg. He was jacked up, both black eyes. How would you like to be that guy? You go into jail, okay? You walk into the jail cell. What happened to you, man? Gang fight, World War III? Nah, this lady, I stole a station wagon. And she, and so anyways, so in a small town, true story, everyone kind of was like talking about it, going, that was crazy. And so one of the reporters interviews the lady, and he said, hey, listen, lady, I'm not trying to be mean or a jerk, but your car, it's ugly. Okay? And he's like, why would you I mean, that guy was way bigger than you. That guy was way stronger than you. Why would you chase after that? And then she corrected him, and she said this. Oh, no, sweetheart. I wasn't chasing the car. I was chasing my 5-year-old that was sleeping in the back seat. You see, in life, sometimes things just go wrong. And when that woman woke up that morning and got herself dressed and looked in the mirror, and she walked and she got in her car and buckled up her little baby boy in the back seat, she did not think tragedy would come after her, but tragedy did. And she decided she was not going to be a victim of circumstance. She decided she was going to fight for life.